One of the cousins, her name is Debbie. I had to be reminded what her name was after we got back home, and I was going to call her, and my wife said, don't call her Gabby. Because the whole time we were down there, I called her Gabby. I missed out on the fact that her name was Debbie, and she talks nonstop, incessantly, and doesn't care if what you think about it. That's how she is, and that's how she's going to be. So I just called her Gabby. When I spoke to her, I didn't call her, I don't think, Gabby when I was speaking to her. I just looked at her and spoke to her. But when I was talking to somebody else about her, or trying to indicate who I was talking about, I said Gabby. And I didn't even have to explain that to anybody. Everybody there knew who I meant when I said that, who Gabby was. But after I got ready to call her and talk to her from Indiana, because I wanted some more information from her, Betty said, don't call her Gabby, her name's Debbie. So I asked her what she'd like to be called, Debbie or Debra, and she said Debra. So that's what I'm going to try to call her from now on. She has a wealth of information about the family, and I got some of it while we were there. She tried to give me more of it than I got, but I was just too busy to get totally involved in that. There's too much going on around us for me to take the time I needed to get the details down. But she's got a lot of information about my family's genealogy and history and stories. She's the granddaughter of what I would call Aunt Willie. She calls her Grandma Willie Bertha, my dad's oldest sister. I don't know if she's the oldest Mooneyham child or not. I don't think she is, but she was the oldest girl, the oldest sister. And she was the mother of the first grandchild. In other words, 41 grandchildren. This is a quick and dirty edit. I've been sitting here trying to get the Arkansas visit videos edited and ready to publish. Looks like there's going to be about 6 of them before I'm done. Throughout those videos, I said frequently that Oscar Winford Mooneyham and Jenny Clara Mooneyham had 41 grandchildren. I got that idea somewhere during that trip, and it stuck in my head, and I've said it several times. I started in the videos trying to edit it out, and you can see probably in the early videos how choppy it is where I tried to edit that out. I've run across a video now that's got it in there too many times, so here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say I now believe that number is not 41, it is 40. Kay was the oldest, the first grandchild of Oscar and Jenny Clara Mooneyham, and Kenneth was the 40th. There were 40 grandchildren from that couple. I hope that's right. I haven't come up with a list of 40 names yet, but for the record, I'm saying now, those two had 40 grandchildren. Willie's daughter, Kay, was the first of 41 grandchildren, and Edith's son, Kenneth, was the 41st. And my dad's mom, Jenny Clara, she died when she was 50 years old, and I maybe could figure it out, but I think maybe 6, 7, possibly 8 of these 41 grandchildren that were born before she died. So she didn't know all her grandchildren. She didn't know even a fourth of them, I don't think. She knew 6, 7, 8 grandchildren born before she died at 50 years old in 1938. But she had 41 grandchildren who are first cousins or siblings. And Debra she has an accumulation of all that information, family history, stories Aunt Ruby wrote. I've got some of it. I don't have all of it, and I'm looking forward to getting it all. And guess what? The 4th of July, if you've seen my videos before about 4th of July, you know what happens here. You know where all that food's on that table there. There's people in here. There's people out in the yard. The son-in-laws are cooking on the grill. The women have made all this good stuff. It's here. The Indiana Mooneyhams, all my children and grandchildren and great grandchildren generally. Some of my wife's extended family, some of the grandchildren's, or some of my children's husband's extended family, a few friends, Kurt, his family, extensions of his family, Clint and his family. We all try to get here on the 4th of July and celebrate with one another. It's probably the closest thing to a Mooneyham family reunion there is in Indiana. And I've had some people from like Larry Smith. I think he's been here a couple of times on the 4th of July. And now Debra's coming. I think her name's Roberts, Debra Roberts. Granddaughter of one of my dad's sisters, Willie. She's going to be here. She's told me she's coming on the 4th of July. I'm just tickled to death that that's going to happen. I invited others from Arkansas. If they want to come, come. I've invited via video and I think in person a few of them. My mother's family's cousins. I'd love to have them show up on the 4th of July. And they don't even have to tell me they're coming. They don't have to RSVP, nothing. We're here. We got plenty of room for everybody. We'll have plenty of food for everybody. I don't have to bring anything. You don't have to do anything. Show up. 4th of July. Come and see me. I don't think this video got near what I wanted to say said, but I guess I'll just try to sum it up. Family, you know family's important to me. Cousins are, man, they're close to the core of the family. I love all of them. I love being with them. I love hearing stories about them and from them. I just love to have a relationship with them. So I just came from one of those experiences in Arkansas, and it's important to me. It should be important to anybody listening to this video. That's the kind of thing that you ought to have going on in your family. It just breaks my heart to hear about rifts in family, about brothers and sisters that can't get along, and things, fathers and children that have some kind of a rift that they can't get over. Man, that's just, if you get anything from this, understand that there's something real wrong with that. That's not how it's intended to be, and in so much as it's up to you, try to fix that. If there's something like that going on that's in your family or in your circle of friends, man, that's just, family is so important, and cousins are family and friends, and that's how it ought to be. And your memories of that you should work on encouraging and building precious memories like that among your family. This may be, to those of you that aren't members of my family, the most boring video I ever made, but I don't care. I just wanted to make this video and say what I think about family and how much of an influence cousins have had on me and in my life. how precious those memories are and how precious those people are to me yet. I'm a hard times guy. You have a good day.